God starts over. The story of Noah. After Adam and Eve left the garden, time passed and many people filled the earth. But the earth they lived on wasn't like the garden God had made for Adam and Eve. It was a tough earth with death and sadness and tears. And the people were tough too. They didn't care for each other. In fact, they were downright mean. They didn't care about God either. But God was still there, watching, waiting. God was getting ready to make the wrong things right and the dark things light. He started with a man named Noah. Unlike everyone else in those days, Noah loved God. So when God had something to say, Noah listened. Noah, God said, "It breaks my heart to see how mean and hateful everyone is to each other. Everyone is evil and full of sin, so I'm sending a storm to wash away all the hate and start over. It's not going to be easy, but if you listen to what I say, I will help you and you'll be okay." That was the plan. God told Noah to build a really big boat, except he didn't call it a boat, he called it an ark. Noah didn't know anything about building boats, which could have been a big problem. Thankfully, God told him exactly what he needed to do. And Noah trusted God. God told Noah to put his family on the ark. Then God sent Noah all the animals too. What's your favourite animal? Well, you know what? That animal was on the ark. After Noah got all of the animals and all of his family on the ark, he waited. Soon after, the sky got dark. God shut the big door to the ark and he opened up the clouds in the heavens. Rain came pouring down like no one had ever seen. The water level rose up and up and up, and in a flash, water was everywhere. There was no time for anyone else to build an ark or a boat or even a little raft. The whole world was flooded. Noah and his family were on their ark, scared and lonely. They waited and waited and waited. But even though they felt lonely, Noah and his family weren't alone. God was with them. For 40 long days and 40 long nights, God kept the ark floating safely on the water. Noah almost lost track of the days, but then, one day, the sun came back. Some days later, Noah sent out a dove, and it came back with a leaf. A leaf? Do you know what that means? Leaves grow on branches, and branches grow on trees, and trees grow in the solid ground, not on the water. The floodwaters were going away. And soon enough, God guided Noah's ark to a little patch of land on top of a mountain. He opened the door back up, and Noah's whole family came out. They were so happy to see the dry land again. And God put a beautiful big rainbow in the sky, the very first rainbow, as a sign that he would never flood the whole world again. God was faithful to Noah, even when it was hard, even when it rained for 40 days straight, even when Noah waited and waited and waited. God was with Noah. God had started over, just like he promised, and Noah thanked God for rescuing him and his family. But even Noah wasn't perfect, and this new beginning would go bad again soon. Although Noah and his family didn't know it, God had a far greater new beginning planned. One day, God would come back to stay.